The latest Nintendo Direct was an absolute treat, so why not feast and discuss all 30 announcements the Direct had to offer. The Pokémon Scarlet and Violet waves of DLC are given full overview trailers, and my god, I don't care. I played Violet for 3 hours and put it down. I just don't think Pokemon is for me anymore. I'll go over it more in an upcoming video, but I didn't like Sword and Shield, and while I got into the competitive scene of Gen 8 a bit, nothing I've seen is grabbing me about Gen 9. The DLC looks fine, but for $35 I need to see much more. I like the concept of the Indigo Disc, but I feel like it's just Ether Paradise from Sun and Moon again. The Carnival or whatever is cool, but it's nothing I haven't seen before. I know people like Scarlet and Violet, but like I just said, I can't really get into Pokemon anymore. I didn't even finish Legends Arceus, which I found much more fun than Violet. I don't even really like the new Pokemon in this gen, like with Gen 8. So many are ugly or just old Pokemon with slightly different designs, which feels just lame. These things are kinda cool, but I'd only really like them as different forms, not entirely new Pokemon. Whatever. I didn't really enjoy Scarlet and Violet, so a 4-minute DLC trailer isn't gonna keep me very engaged. Sonic Superstars is looking very good, and I'm very excited to see more. I loved Mania, but I would have preferred original zones because, well, the original zones they did have were excellent, but it wasn't entirely original zones, but this is basically what this is. Fang is here, which is awesome. He was in Mania, but kind of as a cameo. The physics look basically exactly like a traditional 2D game, which is excellent, and pretty much a far cry from Sonic 4. I'm excited to see more about the Chaos Emerald power things, but there are a few worries I have, like the special stages. While unique, they just don't look especially fun. Like, they look super slow, but maybe they just don't demo the greatest, and I hope the Switch version actually runs well, because as we've seen, Sega can be kinda lazy with their Switch ports. Sonic Frontiers ran fine though, so I have hope. Other than that, and the zones looking incredibly creative and fun to run in, I don't really like the name. I don't know, Superstars has been used with Sonic before, like in Superstars Tennis, but that was for a crossover with other Sega IPs, and this one doesn't really seem to be bringing a ton of Sonic characters in here. Like, we have Fang, but basically we just have the mainstays of Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Amy, and then Eggman's the villain. Like, I don't even really see Metal Sonic anywhere, so I just don't really think Sonic Superstars is like the all-encompassing name this game needs, but it's fine, it's just a name, so I don't really know why I'm getting so up in arms about this, but yeah, whatever, it's fine. I love to whine, so yeah, Sonic Superstars looking great. Palia, I really don't care. Persona 5 Tactica gets a trailer when the game was leaked a week ago. Fun. Seriously though, the game is looking really solid. The art style reminds me of Persona Q, and I love strategy RPGs like Triangle Strategy, Advance Wars, and of course Fire Emblem, and this looks incredibly solid. I've yet to beat Persona 5 Royal, but I'm getting there, so hopefully I'll be done with it when this game releases, and I'll get all the nitty-gritty references. At least it's not Persona 5 2 or something, that would have been annoying. Myth Force is definitely something they revealed. This game looks fine, but the Direct really highlighted the 80s cartoon aesthetic, and honestly, I don't think it goes all the way, but whatever, no one's gonna care about this game. Splatoon 3 Splatfest reveal. I am super surprised that's all Splatoon got in this Direct. I was really expecting some side order news, but whatever, I'm not a huge Splatoon fan, so I don't have to waste my time watching a 5-minute DLC trailer for a game I don't care about. I actually haven't bought Splatoon 3 yet. I was considering it at some retro game store because a used copy was like $40, but I got Bayonetta 3 instead for $30, which was a steal. Buying Bayo 3 actually got me off my ass, and I finally played Bayonetta 2 and loved it. I'm still playing Bayonetta 3 now, but it's really good. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be talking about Splatoon. Oh well. We finally see what came of that Detective Pikachu sequel revealed a few years ago at some Pokemon event. And man, I just don't care. I really didn't enjoy my time with the first Detective Pikachu game, and this just does not look interesting in the slightest. I beat the first one in a day, and I just powered through that thing, just to knock it off my bucket list, and I was also really bored. The story was as interesting as Mold, Detective Pikachu himself got on my nerves, and Tim was boring as hell. Nothing in Detective Pikachu Returns looks even slightly intriguing, but who knows, it might be Game of the Year. Super Mario RPG is getting a full remake, and it looks so good. The art style is preserved beautifully in HD. The characters have never looked better. It looks like it's staying very close to the original, like the Link's Awakening remake, and that is an amazing thing because I love the original Mario RPG. I never ended up beating it, so I'm excited to for this game. The original composer is returning for all the music, and I don't even know what to say. This is my favorite thing announced in the Direct, and at first I thought they were just adding the original game to Nintendo Switch Online, and then a spark. Amazing. I still do hope they put the original on Nintendo Switch Online, like with Link's Awakening, but the remake doesn't need to replace the original. It can be the definitive version, but the original still has its place in history. Princess Peach is getting her own game, and it looks nothing like the DS one. It's just a teaser, so I need to see more to be super excited, but call me intrigued. Seriously, call me intrigued. I really need to talk to you. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is coming to Switch, and I'm just glad more 3DS games are coming to the platform. I personally loved Dark Moon, and while I know people didn't really like it that much, I'm personally excited. The different art style never really bugged me, and I found the puzzles super satisfying, and the different mansions were a dream to explore, especially the more complex ones. I actually kinda like the mission structure. It allows for more unique scenarios in my opinion. It's my least favorite game of the three, but that's a high bar to clear. Hopefully Kid Icarus Uprising comes to Switch as well, because that's in my top 10 favorite games of all time. And it just needs actual controls. The Batman Arkham trilogy is coming to Switch and looks excellent on the platform. It was always weird to me how the Batman games were supported a ton on Wii U, but not at all on Switch, so it's good they're finally coming. I would have liked Batman Arkham Origins and Origins Blackgate Deluxe Edition to be in the collection somehow, but I'm happy about this. Gloomhaven. Sure. Just Dance 2024 gets a full trailer for some reason. Yeah, of course it's coming to Switch. Why do we need to spend more than 10 seconds on it? Silent Hope actually looks really cool. I really like the art style and story premise. The gameplay doesn't really look like my thing, but I'm interested to actually play it. Of course, we need a farming simulator in here. Hot Wheels Unleashed 2. Yeah, it's fine. I actually kind of liked the first game. It was a great track builder. So this is cool, but not amazing or anything. An overcooked or moving out looking game, which is a type of game I really don't care for. Mario + Rabbids Sparks of Hope DLC. I was definitely expecting this. I still need to beat the main game, but I like Rabid King Babam. Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince actually looks pretty good. Not amazing or anything, but I like these classic Game Boy games getting sequels or remakes. Pikmin 4 is looking absolutely amazing. The ability to go out at night looks really interesting, but I am a little worried it'll dilute the strategy element of the game even more. But it's an interesting gimmick for one game, but if there ever is going to be a Pikmin 5, I don't want it back. The environments look really interesting, including the inside of a house, a desert, normal grassland thing. I'm really excited to explore these locations. Caves are returning, which were my least favorite part of Pikmin 2, so I hope they really improve them. Boss battles use the battle mode from Pikmin 3, which is really cool, and it seems like we actually have a villain for the first time. I'm absolutely amazed by what we've seen so far. I'm buying this day one, and I am so excited to do so. Pikmin 1 and 2 are coming to Switch after the Direct, and yes, I already bought them. Sue me. They definitely don't look as good as Metroid Prime Remastered, but I'm just happy these games are on Switch. We need more modern ports of GameCube games. They did remove all the product placement in Pikmin 2 though, so... The Metal Gear Solid Master Collection is coming over, which is great. I'm so surprised to see Konami actually make good decisions. This looks as good as their other recent collections, if not better, so I'm excited. Castlevania! Oh, never mind. It looks kinda cool, not really my type of game, but I'm not saying it looks bad. I just would have liked it to be Castlevania. Headbangers Rhythm Royale. It's a pitching game. I'm not shooting them, so I don't like it. Penny's Big Breakaway is a 3D platformer made by the Mania team, and it looks incredible. The art style looks amazing, and the gameplay looks absolutely perfect. I love all these gimmicks that they've shown with this yo-yo, like having it like hang in the air and having you swing off it, like Spider-Man style, or just like rolling around with it, or just using it to attack. And like I love how all the enemies are penguins. That's such a creative thing, and it's like really funny. And I'm really excited to see more about this game. I'm so glad 3D platformers are coming back. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe gets a new track revealed, and I love this bathroom track. It looks super creative, like all the soap and like doing in the sink where it's underwater. And I'm pretty sure there's like bathtub stuff and the suds that slow you down. It looks really, really fun. And the 3 new characters they are adding are great choices. PD Piranha, which is probably going to be related to Piranha Plant Cove. If you don't know, if you look through my channel, I've made a lot of Mario Kart videos, so I'm obviously a big Mario Kart fan. But PD Piranha looks excellent. He looks pretty big, like he did in Double Dash, and like this is really small, but I'm sure because he's the first character we saw, he's going to be right next to King Boo on the character selection, which was his partner in Double Dash. And I love you, Nintendo. I'll give you my money. I'll give you all my money. Kamek is for the first time in a home console game or a portable game or whatever. He's in here, and that's great. And his trick animations look much better than Tor. He kind of just shook his wand around like playing, but there's actually some magic effects, and I hope he like teleports for one of them. That would be really cool. And Wiggler is back, and I love Wiggler. Wiggler wasn't even in Tor, and Wiggler is so cool. I love how he gets red when he gets angry, when he gets hit. That's so awesome, and I love Wiggler. Wiggler is like one of my favorite Mario enemies. I was really excited about this announcement. It didn't get me like out of my seat excited, but man, it had me smiling. Star Ocean 2 Remake. I have never heard of Star Ocean in my life, but this game looks absolutely gorgeous. The pixel art and lighting blend so well together. It looks even better than Octopath Traveler or Triangle Strategy, even Live Alive in my opinion. It looks amazing. Like genuinely one of the best looking games I've ever seen in my life. And like it just looks so good. And like the gameplay looks really good, unlike Octopath Traveler was just a traditional RPG. I didn't really like Octopath Traveler's gameplay that much. It was really boring in my opinion, but this looks actually cool. I love action RPGs. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. I don't know why I had to say that, because Kingdom Hearts is like kind of riding on the verge of RPG. But anyway, it looks amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Really, really, really cool. New WarioWare, and it looks exactly what I wanted Get Together to be. Basically, Smooth Moves 2. I loved Get Together, but like the gimmick was kind of boring after a little bit. Like it was fun, but I preferred the older WarioWare titles where they didn't have these characters moving around the minigames. It kind of restricted their creativity in my opinion, and like the Joy-Cons have so much potential when it comes to WarioWare, so I'm just really excited for this game. I am surprised it's coming out now since we just got Get It Together 2 years ago, but I'm not complaining. It's like $50, so it's not a full price game, so maybe it's like a smaller title for Nintendo, so I'm not really complaining. I would like a new Wario Land game though. That would be really cool. Tears of the Kingdom gets new amiibo based on Ganondorf and Zelda, and they look absolutely spectacular. I can't wait to spend too much money on this. And Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I'm going to save this for a full discussion video because there's way too much to talk about. And that's it. Hopefully I'll come up with an incredibly iconic catchphrase next video, and I'll see you later.